make all things new. And yesterday, as I thought I could sort of go over my homily and prepare it, I took a walk along Red Jacket Trail. And I think this time of the year we know what it means to have all things looking fresh and new. Not too long ago when I walked Red Jacket Trail, it still had piles of snow, icy and dangerous, put underfoot, and things were barren, nothing but black sticks. The trees were nothing but black twigs going up toward the sky. But yesterday as I walked, things were green. And even if I tried, I couldn't tell you how many different kinds of shades of green there were because of the different plants and the different shades of light. But it really was a feeling and an image of what it does to make all things new. And so God also makes everything new in us. In a sense, every time we receive a sacrament, things are made new. Beginning, obviously, with our baptism. When God makes things new, He makes the church, and He does that as we are baptized and take on a new and more exciting kind of life. And that life has one goal, and that is to be in heaven with God forever. But even with the other sacraments, every time we go to the sacrament of reconciliation, things are made new. A marriage brings a new family into the world. All the sacraments make things new. And so this is the great gift of God. But also in the gospel, then, we have this great and new and wonderful commandment, which is the fruit of things being made new, that we love one another. When we were learning our catechism, we learned that there were 4 marks of the true church. 1, holy, Catholic, and apostolic. But in the sense of the Gospel of John, we have a very wonderful mark of the church. This is how all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. And it's not an easy kind of love, because as I have loved you, so you should love one another. And so our life task in making things new and proving that everything is new is to love one another and to teach each other what it really means to love one another. I began with a very beautiful image of springtime and life coming into the world again and things being made new. But unfortunately, in the media today, we have all these negative images. These images that go against what true love really means, even to the point of pornography. With all these horrible and ugly images of false sexuality, of violence, of non-loving, even to the point of hatred. And so this is what we must do. In our baptism, we rejected Satan and all his works and all these empty promises. And I think sometimes in the media, we see the work of Satan here on earth. And so we work against that, and we work against that by loving, by teaching each other how to love, and especially teaching all these wonderful children and newly baptized what true love really is and how much it is against that image that the world wants to give us. And so today we rejoice in the great sacraments that God has given us, by which He has made all things new. And we ask God to give us the grace, especially as we receive the Eucharist, to love just as Jesus loved us. And that the world will truly know that we are His disciples by how we go against these false images and practice in the depths of our heart true love.